this time, Dakota is not gonna find me because she's in the other room. There's no way she's gonna find me. So this time we're gonna interview plants. This plant's cool because it has pink on it, and I think it's called a. I'm not gonna say it, but don't know what it is. So it has pink. Pink.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Well, that was unfortunate. So I just got this new microphone that hooks into my camera, and it probably might be a little loud. I wonder if this is what they use for ASMR. Hi guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be doing a book review. It's a good thing this isn't an ASMR channel. Welcome back to DC's Universe. So these are the books that I'm going to review today. Let's try to do this in order. Book number 5, The Austere Academy. I believe that's how you say that word. Austere. And book number 6, Ersatz Elevator. The Ersatz Elevator. I got the camera to zoom in this time. Looks okay. Alright, we're gonna just start with the summary, I guess. The plot. So, the plot of The Austere Academy. So, at the end of the miserable mill, as the owner of the mill was always threatening them that he was going to send them to a boarding school, well, he did. And it's called Prufrock Preparatory School, and this is a very bad, unfair school. So basically, they go to school every single day, even Sunday and Saturday, so all the kids have lost track of the days. But there they meet these two friends that their parents have also died in a fire. So they, of course, become close friends immediately. And so Cal Olaf shows up as a gym teacher, and he's making them, like, at the end of the day, it's bad enough that they have to sleep in a shack, but Count Olaf comes in every night. They have to run laps around this circle all the way through the night, so that, and they didn't know, but at the end, his plan was a pretty good plan. Of course, it failed because book number 6 happened. So, in book number 6, they are sent to these two other people that they have to stay with. Their last name is Squalor. So there's Jerome and Esme Squalor, and they're their new parents. And basically, Esme is obsessed with the trends. And in this book, they use the word "in" a lot because "in" means like that's the fashion trend. So when they first go, the fashion trend was to be dark. Like, everything had to be dark. So they had these big trees covering the whole building, and then all the lights were off. They were just lit by candles. And of course, since they were rich, they lived in the penthouse at the very top of the tower. I mean, the building. So they had to climb a lot of stairs. And they couldn't use the elevator because there's no elevator in it. Read the book to find out why. It might have something to do with Count Olaf's plan. Okay, so we're going to do the main characters of these new books. So the main character, as you can see on the front page, I'm not going to do Violet, Claus, and Sunny because I already introduced them. But this is Vice Principal Nero. He basically made a bunch of unfair rules, like if you're late to class, you have to have your hands tied behind your back, and you have to eat like that, and other weird punishments that he thought of. He thinks he's a genius, and he thinks that the vice president's job is more important than the president. I mean, president? What am I talking about? Vice principal's job is more important than the principal's job, so there is no principal at the school, which is weird because why wouldn't Vice Principal Nero just make himself the principal? Anyways, he's very unfair. Then there's Carmelita Spats. She's really, really annoying. There's a big picture of her in the front of the book. So here she is. She's also on the cover, which I'll show you in a second, but her hair is red. She has a really long dress, and she's mean. She's like the rich kid. Like, everybody there was rich, and if you didn't have a parent to sign the document, you had to live in the orphan shack. And the orphan shack was disgusting. So she thinks anybody who's not rich is just bad. I don't know what word to use. Oh, I forgot to show you Count Wolf's disguise in this one. So he kept this head wrap on so that you couldn't see his one eyebrow. And he says it's for religious purposes, so they never even ask him to take it off. And then he has these stupid plastic boots that he wears, and they crunch everywhere he goes. Now this is Count Olaf in this book. I think it's clear. Yay, it's clear. Okay, so he disguised himself as an auctioneer. Is that the word? Auctioneer? Yeah, and he makes himself seem like he's very in with all the trends. So Esme hires him, and it turns out, nope, I'm not going to tell you the end of the book because I can't do that. But the front cover looks a lot like an empty elevator shaft, doesn't it? I wonder why. So Jerome and Esme Sweller never really show what they were. There's no picture of them in the book, so I can't really show you guys what they look like. But I'm assuming they're middle-aged. I don't know. They're adults. So let's move on to the rating. The rating of The Austere Academy. A 10, because it really, I liked it because Lemony Snicket did a good job of making me really not like this guy. He was so... He was stubborn. He didn't want to hear anybody else's... He thought he was a genius and nobody else could say that he wasn't. And this book probably... a 10 too, because it was like unexpected. And I didn't think that somebody could think up such an elaborate plan. Like, it's a story, so you're like, Count Olaf thought of that plan, wow. But no, Daniel Handler thought of that plan by himself, probably just sitting in his room. That's kind of cool. That's it for the book review. See you next time for either another book review, an interview, or an art video. So, I hope you read these books. Go out and get them for yourself. This is also a Netflix series if you don't want to buy it yet. I believe it's still on Netflix. Hopefully it is. I haven't seen it in a long time. Well, not a long time, but I haven't seen it in a little bit. So, you can watch that so that you know for sure that you want to get the books. But just know there are a lot of differences from the books. Like, they had to make it more entertaining since it's a show. And lots of people are going to binge watch it. And they're going to remember what happened in the last episode, so they have to tweak a couple things.